Y'all remember this build right here, my Larry Legend build I call him. Not because it's Larry Bird, but because this Joker got legend playmaking badges, legend shooting badges, legend rebounding, physicals, finishing, and defensive badges. Yes, legend badges in all 6 categories. Y'all remember this build, right? Fire build, absolutely love it. But do y'all know this build right here had a big bro? When I say big, I'm talking about bigger than I like my women. I'm talking about super duper thick. Let me show you him real quick. So here it is, the super duper thick Larry Legend build, and oh my goodness, this build goes insane. So we went 262 pounds here. We went 262 because that's what you need to get the 94 defensive rebounding. Technically, you could go 257, but we're not trying to cut weight. We want to be even bigger. We can want that burly body type. We don't want to just be shredded. We want to be burly. We're not eating no salads. We're eating straight meat. No diddy. Oh my goodness. That was wild. But we go down to the physicals real quick. 84 speed, 76 agility. Both are solid ratings to have. Unfortunately, you barely miss out on goal slippery off ball, but that's okay. If you guys want to make any adjustments to the perimeter, you want to go like 73, that way it could cap break up to an 85. 85 perimeter and 76 agility is what you need for silver on ball minutes. So this is a great agility rating right here for that case. Strength wise, I already told you guys about that, but vertical. 88 vertical is super important because that gives you legend pogo stick. So you don't have to plus one it to get any higher. That's going to help you stand, give you more rebounds, get more blocks. Go here to the pass accuracy. I love 93 pass accuracy for that Hall of Fame break starter, Hall of Fame dimer combination that you can easily plus one to get both of those to legend. You know your teammates need that legend dimer. Do not go out there with that Hall of Fame dimer and get mad when your teammates miss. You know they need it on legend. Now, what we did is we lowered the ball handle to get the strength up. And this is called synergy within builds. In my opinion, it doesn't really make that much sense to have the 85 ball handle and the 83 strength because the 83 strength purpose is for brick wall. You want to make your point guard's job easier so he can score more. So your point guard shouldn't be hitting you to isolate more and you shouldn't have to dribble as much because you should be coming off the screen scoring or hitting you on the pick and pop, pick and roll, stuff like that. So we lowered the ball handle here down to 75. That still gives you some decent animations. Bronze ankle assassin, bronze handle for days. And you still get 75 speed ball for silver lightning launch, which is a tier 2 badge. We could plus one. The gold and the Zach LaVine dribble style. Now we go up here to the mid range. 88 mid range, plus one this to get it to 89 for gold set shot specialist, and then you'll plus two your set shot to get that on legend. It's one of the best badges on the game. You also get the Ray Allen base here at this 89 rating, one of the best bases in the game. I have builds with the maxed out wingspan, the 85 base, 85 rating. I got to use Quentin Grimes base. I shoot about 65% on those, but with the Ray Allen base and the higher set shot specialist, I shoot about 75%. So that's a 10% difference. And I hate missing wide open threes. So this is why I made this version. But make sure you watch the full video. I will show you guys a maxed out wingspan version after. But you also get the 83 three ball for the bronze limitless, which is great. And I went 66 free throw here. At 65, you get a plus 20 millisecond boost according to 2K Lab. But I primarily made this for park, proving grounds, and stage. I'll probably be taking this build to the stage. I want to get some lifetime challenges and stuff like that. But I don't plan on playing 5v5 on this build. But 65, 66, you might be able to make some stuff shake. And you can actually play the big man on this build with 83 strength or even the power forward spot. It's your guys' call. I think the build is versatile enough to do both. We go over here to the driver dunk though. 86 driver dunk. You want to spend one cap breaker here so you guys can get the contact dunks. You can even spend three so you can get the better contact dunks as well. Now, it doesn't have any standing dunk. And the way my team plays, my point guard actually passes the ball. So he doesn't dribble when he's double teamed for 30 seconds and then hit me super late while I'm under the basket about to get 3-second violation. I don't know how some of your guys' PGs dribble for 30 seconds on a single shot clock. I feel like they'd be Doctor Strange when I watch them dribble. They'd be using the time stone, the reverse time, keep dribbling more and more. I'm like, what the heck is going on? But whenever you have any momentum to the basket, that is your driver dunk. Standing dunk is like when you're standing still under the paint. If that makes sense. So because my PG only hits me while I'm on the roll, not while I'm standing still under the basket, I don't really care too much for the standard dunk rating, but you guys want the standard dunk rating, I will show you guys how to get that up as well. Go to the close shot though, this is tied to your mid range, but 73 is a great thing to have because that gets you paint prodigy. So instead of dunking the ball sometimes, I won't have the rise up or anything, and I do eventually get a layup, or unfortunately get a layup. Paint prodigy can bail me out and it'd be a little bit quicker, I get a little bit of a boost that way. Overall though, this is the Larry Legend Thick Boy build. I hope you guys enjoy it because I got another version to share with you guys next. So, for the people that want the longer wingspan, I'm going to cook up a version for you guys. This is our Zeus build. I called it the best power forward in the game. You guys ranked it as a top 3 build that I made in week 1 of Project Fall Off. It's a fire build in my opinion. Now, do we glitch out the strength cap breakers? No. We don't go from 47 to 83 or anything like that. But we glitch out the defense and the rebounding cap breakers. Stay with me now, because I will teach you guys how to make the perfected templates become a build of your own. So, of course, the cap breakers on defense, 56 to 77. This gets you that gold paint patroller because your block goes from 74 to 93. You want to capitalize on this rating, right? Especially the steel going from 81 to 94. Your wingspan is longer, so you get access to more badges that the 7-foot wingspan doesn't get. This is how you can make it just as good, if not better than the 7-foot wingspan version. Your perimeter stays the same, 67 to 82 for the Silver Challenger. Your rebound goes from 81 to 94, and then your old board is still good as well. So this is the build. Now, what you need to recognize is stuff that you need to lower to get this strength rating up. So you need to recognize your wants and your needs. So some of you guys are going to say, I don't care for the mid-range. I'm cool with an 83 ball. I'm going to use a different base, right? I don't need Quentin Grimes. I'm going to use Scottie Pippen, for example. So you can lower the mid-range here. Of course, you don't want to lower it too low. That way you don't lose the cap breakers, wherever the case may be. That's why I recommend you guys use 2K court vision so you guys can see everything. But that's one way you can go about it. Now you just gained 11 strength by lowering your mid-range by 10. I told you guys about the ball handle method. Some of you guys are crazy and you're going to want the 85 ball handle, right? And then the strong handles and all that is your guys' build. I would recommend you lower the ball handle. And remember, the ball handle is tied to the driving layup, so you can lower both. But some of you guys are going to look at the pass accuracy. Say, I don't really care for 93. I just want 87. You could lower that, and then you're getting some more strength. So now we're close to getting bronze brick wall. Are you staying with me now? We're making progress. We're getting there slowly but surely. Now, it's important that you know how these cap breakers tie together. So you don't really want to start adjusting your defensive and rebounding cap breakers. Because remember, this build is perfectly fine-tuned, so you will end up losing these. And you start raising them a little bit and stuff like that. So if you want to raise them, you can. Just got to take away stuff that's also tied to it. So, for example, agility will help, vertical, stuff like that. But you also got to know that post control is tied to the strength attribute. So when you raise the strength, you actually don't need this post control attribute to be as high, right? So you can start lowering this post control, right? And you might only need to be like a 60 or something to get the cap breakers. That way you can start raising the strength up higher. Now we're almost at 83. We're making progress. Stay with me now. Another thing you guys could do is you might like, I don't really care for the standing dunk. I'm with you on that, Fresh. As long as I got momentum going to the basket, I'm good to go. I'm cool with this being as low as possible. All right, cool. You can lower the standing dunk some, or you can lower the driver dunk. Now remember, you want these ratings to be high enough that the cap breakers don't go on the driver dunk and block and vertical and that stuff. So you gotta make sure you don't lower this too much, but you can lower that some more and then start getting some strength that way. And we made it up to 83. That is how you can configure a build to get all the way up to 83 strength or get whatever strength rating you guys want. You gotta recognize your guys' want and needs. Now, if you're still here in the video, I'm gonna actually show the version I would make if I did this maxed out wingspan. So here's the perfected version for the max wingspan. I know a lot of you guys are gonna wanna make this. So what I did was I lowered the mid-range. The mid-range, in my opinion, wasn't worth going at 85. Whenever I do pick and roll, pick and pop, I want the 3 or I want the dunk, right? I don't really shoot that many mid-range jumpers. The reason you go at 85, it helps with the cap breakers, it gives you silver deadeye, and it gives you better jump shot bases. I wanted Quentin Grimes. Then I tried Quentin Grimes and said, this one really isn't for me. So I'm cool with settling for 80 and using Scottie Pippen's jump shot base. And then I already told you guys about the ball handle. Since I'm saying more screens, I don't need to dribble as much. So I'm cool with lowering the ball handle. I kept everything else the same. Even it gave us some standard dunk, right? So you can get the bronze rise up badge here. That's a tier 2 badge since you're 6'8". You can +1 that to get that on silver you ever so desire. And then you look over here, make sure that you get Hall of Fame interceptor, which the 7-foot wingspan can't get. Make sure you get gold paint patroller, Hall of Fame high flying denier, which the 7-foot wingspan can't get. You want to spend 3 cap breakers here though. Whenever you do upgrade your block, you want that 77 interior and 93 block combination. Now, the defensive rebound is the same, but the O board we did go down on. You want to get this O board up to 85 or 86, you can. The problem is, whenever you raise it, you're going to lose the cap breakers. So, to get the cap breakers, what do you have to do? Probably just raise the post control a little bit higher. It's your guys' call there, but I didn't really get the post control higher. I'm not going to use the post control while only at 70 mid range. I don't even use post control at all, really. But, we go down to the speed and agility. Since your wingspan is longer, you don't have to make them as heavy to get this 94 defensive rebounding. So that's super clutch. You're a little bit faster and quicker that way. Unfortunately, though, we did lose some of the vertical. You guys want to get that 88 vertical, you probably can, but again, you're going to have to make some changes around because you're probably going to lose the cat breakers by getting the vertical up. But since you got 83 vertical, that gives you Hall of Fame posterizer, and your wingspan is longer, so you're still going to be able to snag with this 83 vertical. Overall, though, I think this is a very fire build. Kept a lot of things the same, just change some things around. Remember, fine tuned to perfection, in my opinion, for my play style and how it used to build. You guys make whatever adjustments you guys want. I just give you guys the blueprint so you can succeed. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I hope to see you guys on the next one. God bless.